Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Sharice and this is Widows Cafe. And I hope you guys are being safe, making wise choices when you have to go out with this coronavirus going on. Today, what I'm going to talk about is how to stay motivated, coronavirus free, and where to find toilet paper. So stick around to the end because I have a lot of good information to cover. I have my notes here, so I'm going to be referring to my notes. Please like, subscribe, and share, and feel free to leave any comments. The first thing I would like to start off is, for me, when I get up in the morning, I just thank God for another day. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us, regardless of our age. And so when He watches over us, watches over our families, allow us to wake up with fresh breath, regardless of what else is going on around us, when we have that personal relationship with God, that's how we survive a pandemic like we're faced with right now. So I say, God, you may use another term, but the Most High in my life is God. And I thank Him every single day for being able to wake up, be healthy, and feel refreshed, and learn how to get all the chatter out of my head from the Facebook, the news media. These are things that can really frighten us and hold us hostage. And we want to be free. We want to be a free people. So I'm going to go over here. I have 12 points I want to make, and then I have a bonus point at the end. The first thing I have on my list is there are Udemy, it's Udemy, Udemy courses. Sometimes they appear to be a little expensive, like, $1.99 or $99. But most of the time, they have specials where you can get these classes for under $20. And they're very interesting. You can learn everything. From how to set up Facebook, how to have an online business. They have thousands of courses. And so if you find yourself kind of sitting around wondering, what am I going to do quarantined in my home? Udemy is a great place to go and learn a new skill. And it could also give mothers an idea of maybe some things they want to sit down and have some family time, with the kids or the family. So it's just an assortment of classes out there that are very inexpensive. If you see something today that's $1.99, check tomorrow because it may be $9.99. That's just kind of how that system works. And I'll try to remember to put a link in the description for that. The second thing I have on the list is a homemade hand sanitizer. Now, I use alcohol, tea tree oil, aloe vera, and I have used some witch hazel as well. And I have several bottles of this. I keep it by my sinks, in my car. It just comes in handy, and I will even use that for just additional protection. Even if I have, soap by the sink, I may still squirt a little bit of that on just for some additional protection. And to me, it just really makes my hands, feel really clean. So I use that all the time. Another item I have on the list is I keep a spray bottle of just a little bleach Dawn dishwashing soap, and like lemon essential oil, or maybe a tea tree oil, and fill a squirt bottle with water and just have these ingredients, and I spray down hard surfaces, doors, anything that's a hard surface that's not wood, because that bleach would stain that. But I just try to keep this spray bottle around. It's way cheaper than using like the bleach wipes that you can get in the store. So I'll just take paper towel and use that and just go to work. That's what I do. Another thing that could keep you busy and keep your mind focused and keep you motivated is listening to podcasts, or I like Audible, and these are books that are on tape. And so I just have it on my phone. And so if I'm in my car or before I go to bed, I may turn it on. But they're an Amazon company. And so they just have thousands of books. And again, this is something else that you can do while you're quarantined in your home. The other thing I use is Lysol. I keep my place sprayed with Lysol. I spray down the door handles inside and out on every door in my home. I spray Lysol. Something else, this is number 6, and this is what I've started doing personally, but I have stopped wearing jewelry to go out in public, because it's my understanding from listening to the news and reading that this virus attaches itself to hard surfaces. And so I'm like, I don't want to be in the grocery store and, have jewelry on and have someone sneeze. And so I just avoid wearing my jewelry right now. And if you want to try that, please feel free. I must say that I was in the store the other day, and when I go in with a mission. I mean, I'm in and out. I do not be wasting a lot of time. And this lady walks up to me. Now, I keep my head down. I'm not making any eye contact. I mean, I'm just in and out. And she says, "Is your name Cherise?" And I'm like, "Yes." And then she wants to get into this long conversation how she met me like 8 years ago. And I'm like, "Lady, are you serious right now?" this is what I'm thinking to myself. And so I'm thinking, okay, how can I not just appear rude and just, keep moving? And I just told her that, I'm in a hurry, I need to go. And I just kept moving. But I just thought, of all days with this going on, why do you want to stop anybody? Just keep it moving. The other thing is, you can see I have my little bandana. This is $1 from the Dollar Tree, these bandanas. And I've had this one for a while, so I'm assuming they still have them unless they've run out of them. But it's $1. And so it's just easy. You can buy 10 of them, 20 of them, whatever. Probably can even order it online. So it's just real easy. Come home, wash it, dry it, reuse it. But it's just simple. I mean, a lot of people are making a big deal about, not having masks available because they're looking for something manufactured. We have to get creative. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. So when something's not available, we have to figure something else out. And so I just wanted to share this with you guys. This is something that you can use when you're, running out to the store. Like I said, it's $1 from the Dollar Tree. The other thing I have on here is I use gloves when I'm pumping my gas. Now, I've had gloves. I keep gloves in my Jeep, but I have these in particular just to pump gas, and I was using them before all this came along when it's cold outside, because I don't want to wear my good gloves and have it smelling like gasoline. So I just decided to keep these gloves, and I only use these gloves when I pump my gas. And then I throw them in the back, and I still sanitize, put the hand sanitizer on my hands. But they're saying that that's one of the dirtiest surfaces is the gas pump. So just kind of keep that in mind. And when I do go shopping, I just get a little bit at a time. So I do not go in the grocery store and just fill up my cart, because that means I'm in there for a long period of time. You're running into people that you don't want to run into. And so why take all that time when you can just go in, get a couple of items, and be out? And I've just found that works for me, because I try to be in and out. I'm just in there with the mission. I'm not making eye contact. I'm trying not to anyway. And I just give what I need and leave, but I'm not there trying to fill up my cart in one shopping experience. So I pick up a few items and I'm gone. The next thing I have on the list is just to take advantage of the time that you have in quarantine. A lot of times, I believe that God has a way of sitting us down when we don't know how to stop. And that can be done in a loving way where, like in this instance, people are out of work. People are have been asked to stay home unless they have these essential jobs, in the hospital and grocery stores and places like that. But this is a time to really kind of sit back and reflect. And sometimes we just go, 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 and it's always multitask, and you're trying to do all these things at once. And it's really kind of nice, I believe anyway, to just sit back and not have to be rushing around all the time. My daughter reminds me, she says, "Mom, you're an introvert that likes to talk." And so when it's, someone that I enjoy or a topic that I'm interested in, I can just go, go, go. But really, as long as I have the things I love around me, I'm satisfied. I don't have to be running around. So I don't get stir crazy. I just get busy working on myself when I have time like this. And I am working on a project, and it'll be brought to light in the next couple of months. You guys will be introduced to it. The next thing I have on the list is to drink hot liquids. I keep lemon and honey, hot water with lemon and honey, and I've been drinking that about 3 times a day. I may throw some turmeric, in there, or apple cider vinegar, but I try to make sure that I'm drinking this hot water at least 3 times a day, because it's my understanding that this virus does not live where it's heat. Number 12 that I have on the list, and I swear by this, guys, and no one else is going to know this unless they see this video or you tell them about it. But I have Emergen-C, and this is, it's a powder. It comes in raspberry and orange is the flavors that I've seen. I like the raspberry. And it's a daily immune support. And I use this along with mucus tabs. Now, I got this from the dollar store, but you can, and it's $15 for $1, but you can go to, Walmart, Walgreens, and get mucus tabs. But let me tell you my experience. About 8 months ago, I had laryngitis, very bad. I mean, literally, I could not even whisper. So I go to the doctor. They prescribe an antibiotic for like 10 days. After the 10 days, I'm fine. 3 days later, I get this again, this laryngitis. I go back to the doctor. She prescribed something else, saying that wasn't the right prescription, and she gave me something else. But she said, if you come in here again, I'm going to send you to an ear, nose, and throat specialist. And I do not like going to the doctor unless I absolutely have to. And I thought, I'm not going to an ear, nose, and throat specialist. And so I looked online for what my symptoms were, this sore throat, can't, speak. And this doctor talked about allergies. And where I live, there is a huge tree that blossoms, beautiful blossoms. And then after about 3 weeks, the flowers die off and it's nothing but pollen. I mean, it looks like snow on the ground. That's how much pollen it is. And I really like fresh air. I don't like so much air condition. I prefer fresh air. So I was leaving my windows open with all of this pollen on the ground. And in this article, the doctor was saying the worst thing you can do is have your windows open when you have allergies, because he was saying that when you get consistent sore throats, it may be allergies. So I shut my windows, and a friend of mine told me about this emergency, this right here. And so I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and try it. So I shut the windows. I got this, and I noticed, that I would start getting all stopped up, stuffy, and all that. And so I picked up the mucus tabs. So I started using this emergency and the mucus tabs. It was like a miracle. And I have not been sick since. And so I'm sitting up here thinking, with this virus going on, it says that one of the things is a person will get thick mucus and it blocks their airways. And that's what causes, this problem. And so I'm like, okay, the mucus tabs thins out the mucus, so all of this is coming out of your body, so you don't have all this mucus stopping you up. So my little home remedy is the lemon and honey, the emergency, the mucus tabs. Now I do take this every day, the emergency. I'm not using the mucus tabs right now because I'm fine. I only use this if I feel my throat start to get scratchy. But this vitamin C with this immune support and the lemon and honey, I believe is helpful. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. This is just a personal testimony. So I wanted to give you guys that. And last but not least, if you've listened to this whole video, where to find toilet paper. I got this from Campbell's Nutrition here in Des Moines, Iowa. I got this from Trader Joe's. Now, this is what I believe. I believe we all rush out to the main stores. Here we have Hy-Vee, Walmart, and I'm telling you, every time I go in those stores, they do not have toilet paper. And I'm like, are they just letting the employees get first pick of the toilet paper? What's the deal? They never have toilet paper. And so something told me to go to the stores where a lot of people don't go. And for the people of color, I don't see very many of us in these healthy stores. And so I'm convinced every time, this is the second pack of toilet paper I got this week from Trader Joe's. Now, they only let you have one, but they had everything I needed, paper towels included. Natural Grocers is another store, and I believe it's nationwide. And they've had the toilet paper and paper towels. So I believe that the stores that are popular, I haven't been to Target, but I know for sure Walmart has zilch here in Des Moines, Iowa, the Walmarts I've gone to. And so if you want paper towels and toilet paper, I suggest you start going to the healthy food stores, like, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, stores like that. That's all I have for you guys today. Please be safe. And thank you for visiting my channel. I'll see you next time.